Today I want to show you my bird feeder setup a little bit. Now all of the things up here aren't full because I just can't afford for all of them to be full. I have things that sometimes if I can splurge on them, I can fill, excuse me, such as this cylinder feeder here. It's like a big circular or cylinder block of feed. So yeah, they love that one. So over here we have our hummingbird feeder. It's always important, don't use any red dyes. Most people know that, but for those who don't, you just use regular sugar. And you can really just mix it in the water. You don't even need to boil it or anything. I have this little cup here if I want to add mealworms, especially once I'm done breeding my own mealworms. I will very much so have some to put in there. This over here is more of an Oriole feeder, so I have your little stakes here that you stick oranges on, and the jelly cup for jelly. I don't do much oranges this time of year because I actually got Orioles for the first time this year. They're here for generally about a month and then they migrate. So I haven't put oranges up there since. This is a finch sock. I like these because the Niger seed that you use for the finches is very fine, and a lot of times in a cylinder it gets very moldy. The moisture builds up in there pretty easily between the fine granules, and these socks you could easily dump out, replenish, and because the rain kind of goes through them, it doesn't really hold the moisture quite as much for some reason. So I like those. Over here we have our suet feeders. So this is a double suet feeder, so it holds two. The woodpeckers and all sorts of things like that really love suets. And the hot pepper suets happen to be their favorite. I don't have one of those in there right now, but Home Depot usually has the product, and it's a hot pepper suet. It's supposed to be for deterring squirrels because they don't like hot peppers, and the birds are okay with it. But I have a squirrel baffle here, so they're not going to get it anyway. But for whatever reason, the woodpeckers really love the hot pepper suet. So this is another tube feeder. This I put the black sunflower seed just to be cost effective. But if you ever have the suet nuggets or anything like that, they go in there as well. Up top here, I have my big feeder all filled up. That's pretty much it. Now you see here, this is a squirrel and raccoon baffle. So if even a raccoon came back here, they can't get up this pole to get any of this feed. So all this feed goes directly to the birds. I like to feed my squirrels and stuff like that, but really difficult to keep up with if you just leave open feed for all things. And yeah, something I enjoy very much. This gets very live with activity over here. I have my couch section covered for the rain and stuff, but usually if I sit over here on the couch, I'm about 5 feet away. I could really get great pictures. I have a nice zoom lens, and I could sit right on the edge of that couch. If you sit there for about 5 minutes, generally, you start to get a lot of activity. Sit there motionless for about 5 minutes. They'll land pretty close to you, where if you just walk out, they'll fly away. But yeah, just a quick rundown. I got all my stuff for the most part as far as the equipment from Wild Birds Unlimited. I'm sure there's many other places you can get them, but I really like them. They have tremendous products, and as you see, it's a nice setup.